Honorable Chancellor of the Apollo University, Dr. Pratap C. Reddy, Honorable Vice Chancellor of the University of Leicester, Professor Nishan Kanakaraja, Executive Vice Chairperson of the Apollo Hospital Enterprise Limited, Dr. Preeta Reddy, Pro-Chancellor of the Apollo University, Dr. Ravi Raju, members of the governing body and Board of Management, my Registrar, Dr. Pothraju, and Controller of Examination, Professor Sethuram Subbaya, CEO of Apollo Knowledge, Mr. Sivaramakrishnan, Managing Director of Apollo UK, Mr. Karthik Reddy, members of the extended Apollo family, deans of the schools of the university, faculty and students of Apollo Knowledge City Campus, distinguished invitees, faculty from University of Leicester, graduating students and their parents, members of the press and media, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a historic day for all of us at the Apollo University. On the day when the first of our graduates received the certificates of successful completion of their respective programs, let me take a few minutes to recapitulate what we have done in these last 3 years, with a few notes added on the glimpses of things to be done during the year. The first cohort of 120 allied health undergraduate students was admitted in March 2022, but the students could come to the campus much later because of the ongoing pandemic. The university was registered with the UGC under Section 2F in January 2023. Today, the university is organized into 5 schools: the School of Technology, the School of Health Sciences, the School of Management, Apollo Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences, and the School of Social Sciences, which offer 19 undergraduate and 6 postgraduate programs. In the upcoming academic year, we propose to add 5 more undergraduate and 4 postgraduate programs. In addition, we are introducing 2 minor degrees in blockchain technology and data science with 18 additional credits across 6 semesters for existing students. The doctoral program is well underway, and the first cohort of PhD students has completed the mandatory coursework. The composite campus of Apollo Knowledge City, comprising of the university, the Apollo Institute of Medical Sciences and Research, and the Nursing College, has close to 4,000 students and 345 full-time faculty. We are a technology-enabled campus. Our tech partner, Digi, has ranked us as one of the best users of LMS in the country for a 2nd year in a row. Our School of Technology has been graded AAA+ by Career 360 for the student performance and the quality of faculty research. The university has active collaborations with University of Leicester in UK, Monash University, University of New South Wales, University of Central Queensland, University of Western Australia, Maastricht University in the Netherlands, RWTH Aachen in Germany, Brigham and Children's Hospital in Boston, USA, SCGLEC in Rouen, France. The calendar year 2024 saw a quantum leap in our research publications. Apollo Knowledge City had a total of 155 publications in Scopus Index journals in 12 months, which is far in excess of what we had targeted. My congratulations and gratitude to all my faculty who have contributed. I also owe them an apology. And the apology is that I grossly underestimated their capabilities. With more faculty to be recruited in the year and more faculty publishing, I have recalibrated the target for the publications for 2025 to 250. And I'm confident that we'll get there. Just a few hours ago, we have launched the Center for Digital Health and Precision Medicine in collaboration with the University of Leicester. This center, led by Sir Nilesh Samani from Leicester and Dr. Sujoy Kaur from Apollo, will be working in the fields of multimodal data, high-frequency data, and clinical AI, adopting a consortial approach with some of the best universities and corporates from across the world. This center will have a sister center replicated in the University of Leicester. In addition, TAU, in association with University of Leicester, has launched 3 undergraduate programs with clear pathways for progression at Leicester, 2 from the School of Technology and 1 from School of Management. In the coming months, we will complete our requirements for ISO certification and get ready for NAC accreditation in 2026. I am thankful to the governing body led by Dr. Pratap C. Reddy for his unstinted support, as also the Board of Management, the Academic Council, and the various boards of studies. A special thanks to all the faculty, staff, and the students for their diligence and commitment. My appreciation and gratitude to everyone involved in today's event, both from the university and from corporate office in Chennai, which has been a cornerstone for our success today. My best wishes for the graduating class of 2022. I wish you the very best in your careers. Go out and make the world better than what it is today. May God be with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Vice Chancellor. Esteemed guests, we are now about to hear from a dynamic leader in healthcare, Dr. Preeta Reddy, Vice Chairperson of Apollo Hospitals. Her pioneering work in healthcare leadership has not only transformed the industry, but has touched the lives of countless people. Please give a warm welcome to Dr. Preeta Reddy, ma'am.
Our respected Chairman and Chancellor of the Apollo University, members of the governing body, our Vice Chancellor, our Pro-Chancellor, the rest of the team, the faculty, members of the families of the students who are graduating, Dr. Nishan, and members of the University of Leicester team, and more than anything else, the students who are graduating today, who are the builders of tomorrow's India and the rest of the world at large. Thank you all for the invitation to being here today. When the Apollo Hospitals group started, because our chairman came back from the US and wanted to do something for our country, our mission statement was to bring excellence in healthcare within the reach of every individual, and we will stand committed to education and research for the betterment of mankind. That mission and vision has not changed over 41 years. While we are providing healthcare of the highest of standards within 1/10 of the cost for people of our region, today we are embarking on a journey which has been a journey which was a long cherished dream, but today it's a journey which has brought together a great partnership. It is a journey which we reaffirm and recommit to what we have to do, not only for our country, for the rest of the world. And it is a journey which is going to make a difference in the way healthcare is being delivered, not only in India, but on the globe at large. And for that, I must thank each one of you in this room today, because each one of you have lit a torch in people's lives, have made a difference in people's lives, and especially the faculty today have to be acknowledged and thanked for doing what they have done relentlessly. Our partners have to be thanked for placing their trust and their faith in us. So Nishan, thank you for that, because this is a first step in the right direction, that we are shortening the distance between two countries, we are shortening the distance between two nations, and providing the knowledge which has been learned over centuries in both parts of the globe, and trying to see how can we focus and how can we concentrate and see that we do something better for people, for the students of the future. So I think it's a great step in the right direction. And for us, in the annals of history of the Apollo Hospitals Group, this will be etched in our history as one giant leap in the realms of education. So I think it's a great step for all of us. Thank you for that. Having said that, we've all grown up steeped in philosophy and steeped in our Indian tradition. Chairman reads the Sundara Kand, which is the story of Hanuman crossing over to Lanka. And that is the story of challenge, and that is the story of belief. So the story goes that, when Hanuman stood on the banks of the ocean and had to cross the ocean, he was very daunted by the task. He had to cross the ocean to go and find, where Sita was. And this bear Jambavan comes up to him and says, "This is possible. You will be able to fly across the ocean, but have belief. And belief is power." So we grew up listening from our chairman, from my father, that belief is power. And that if we believe we can do something, and if we believe that we can make a difference, we can actually do it. Well, I'd love to be able to fly across the oceans and try and make a difference in other countries. There are ways and means to do that, and today technology has proven it. We can literally, at the blink of an eyelid, we can actually fly across the oceans. We can seep our knowledge and our traditions into any space which we want, and AI has shown us the way to think way before anyone else can. So the world is changing, and the world is changing rapidly. And for all of us today, belief is power. Little did we believe that we could build an institution like this and a space like this within a span of 3 years, but we've been able to do it. We've been able to graduate medical students from here. We've been able to run 15 nursing colleges and bring out nurses of caliber. But for you, the graduating students, we are going to bring healthcare leaders of the future. So all of you today, as a small group, are going to make a difference in people's lives because you are healthcare leadership of the future. You have literally at your fingertips knowledge in technology, knowledge in AI, knowledge in research, and knowledge in healthcare management. Steeped in tradition, but forward-looking. And I think that has really been what is very significant today. And thank you all for putting your trust and your faith in us. I have to thank the parents for allowing their children and wards to be part of the Apollo family, because the moment you spend a little time with Apollo, you become a family member. And the family has grown large with about 200,000 employees. But now I'm hoping that the number of students whose lives we've touched will also cross 200,000 in the years to come, and that is how the family will grow. But having said that, each one of you have a responsibility. You have a responsibility to give back to society. You have a responsibility to the patients and to their families in whichever degree you have, but you're in the healthcare space, to make a difference in their lives. And you have a responsibility, having graduated from here, is wherever you are, whichever part of the world, to see that we're focused on delivering the best in class and being excellent at what we do. And today marks the first step in that journey of excellence, in that journey of responsibility, and that commitment to make a difference, because that is how it all started with our chairman coming back from the US. So to our chancellor, to our chairman, all of us today are committed to making your dreams come true. And for each other, it's a big thank you from the bottom of my heart and from each other to say that whatever we embark on, we will see to it that we really make a difference in people's lives. Thank you, and Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for your insightful address and the wisdom you shared with us today. We will now hear from our graduate who shares her journey that reflects the pulse of our institution. Ms. Soumya, from MSc Health Informatics and Analytics, is a postgraduate of the Apollo University who is currently pursuing higher studies in Harvard Medical School, Boston, USA. Let's take a moment to listen, reflect, and be inspired.
This is Soumya from Masters in Health Informatics and Analytics, Apollo University, Chittoor. I have joined the program in the year 2022. From the time of joining, Apollo has played a crucial role in my post-career. During my Masters, I have acquired skills in handling large complex healthcare datasets and computational skills to solve real healthcare problems. The program's partnership with renowned medical institutions like Harvard Medical School and tech giants like Google and Microsoft has provided me with an invaluable research and career opportunities. Currently, I am undertaking my one-year internship at Brigham and Women's Hospital, Boston, USA. This has equipped me with hands-on experience and provided me with basic and advanced training in artificial intelligence and machine learning. I am deeply grateful to Chancellor Dr. Pratap C. Reddy sir, Vice Chancellor Dr. H. Vinod Bhatt sir, Professor and HOD Dr. R. Satyanarayana sir, and Associate Professor Dr. G. Gopikrishna sir for giving me such an invaluable opportunity to work in renowned medical institutions. Thank you, Vanu.
Thank you, Ms. Soumya. For your testimonial today serves as a beautiful reminder of the impact that the Apollo University has on the future of our students. As we celebrate the journey of the first convocation of the Apollo University, it is only correct that we hear from the man whose leadership has been pivotal to our success. As we gather here for the first convocation today, his words will echo not just our achievements, but the future we aspire to build. Now, we are delighted to invite Dr. Pratap C. Reddy, Honorable Chancellor of the Apollo University, to share his thoughts with us. Sir, may we please have the privilege of hearing your words today. Let's welcome him with a round of applause.
My greetings for all of you. Honorable Vice Chancellor Vinod Bhatt, Honorable Vice Chancellor Nilesh, and Preetha Reddy. Since Preetha mentioned about Sundarakhand, let's all first say within our hearts, Jai Hanuman. I think that gives you the spirit of what she mentioned about it. And I think today is a momentous day for all of us, because we are the first batch is passing out from us, so Apollo University is very happy about it. But the pride is in you. The pride is saying that we are the first graduates and we will do what your parents thought of you, but what the university, in the past few years, infused in you the concept of saying, I can do what I can do better than the best. I think this is what it is. And along with this, you must also learn, because 40, 50 years ago, there was no technology, it was pure human talent, human knowledge. But I think over the past 50 years, there's a great transition of technology observation, ultimately to see what can we give for the people who depend on us, who look forward saying, whether it's a sick person or whether it's a person with mental disorders, whatever problems he had, how can we tackle that? How can we create newer ways of doing things so that it can make a significant impact in the life of the people, but for also the people who depend upon him. This is why I always call three words, healthy, happy home. We are all here to create that three H's, to give health for people, give happiness to the family, and at home they should be happy. So you are going to be responsible in whatever line that you are doing to enable you to do this. The 3-year program that taught you gave you the technology and gave you that strength within you and saying, I know I'm specialist in this, I will do everything that can make a difference. But automatically you must also think, I'm a specialist in this, there are so many accessibilities that is now available for me, and tomorrow I will use that to make a significant impact on the lives of people. So our whole business in healthcare is something which you can be happy about, which can be proud of, because in other businesses you make things which facilitate people, which we need. But in this case, I think you are facilitating the body, which is going to be moving and doing many wonderful things. So you must think saying, you are probably the first citizen as a healthcare deliverer who can make a difference in other people's lives. And probably very significant impact on the families who depend upon you. So I'm very happy that you were with us for the last 3 years. I thank all our faculty, who contributed to whatever you are today. But my good wishes is for the future, and the future is rapidly transiting. In technology, we brought everything from a simple X-ray to a proton, and today we've got ZAP, and tomorrow probably they're talking about flash therapy. All of this will come, but what you and I need is to be able to adapt to this, And Peter Cohen is here. Yesterday I heard his lecture saying, even before we understood the various units of artificial intelligence, he's already talking about double twins. So what is the purpose of double twins? To make a significant impact in giving personalized care for the people. So I think we must all remember saying when you are in front of one patient, that his patient is entirely, ours. He believes, he trusts you, he believes you, and then we must be able to give the very best to him. This is what is personalized care is. We cannot repeat saying, 2 fevers are the same. Previously we did. When it is fever, they give the same medicine, same injection. But I think today we are able to say what type of fever it is. In that fever, what is the specific thing that we can do. So I think this is what you learned to analyze and give that particular happiness to people. I must say, I know each one of your parents will be very proud of you. I think you could make them greater proud, saying, this is what I did, Dad, this is what I did, my mom, in my career. And this is where I think it will make a significant impact to make a presence in the society. Healthcare is one, but there is a greater opportunity to do, but there are also greater challenges in healthcare. The first challenge that we have, today, whatever we are facing is the non-communicable diseases. The heart attack, the strokes, the cancer, diabetes, infection, and we added 2 more, the diabetes and mental illness. To take that challenge is one. But the bigger challenge is adaptation of the technology is also a big challenge. So this is where I think we should be prepared to say that we will adapt to all of these and answer this. And I'm happy you are graduating. I'm happy with the university because this is where we can serve not only the country, but can serve the world. For our Prime Minister, I wrote him 2 letters. First letter to say that it's not just Apollo, there are another 200, 300 good hospitals in the country which are giving excellence in care, not only for people in the country, more than 150 countries, people are coming to India for treatment. So this is what we can now say, we must declare India as a global healthcare destination so that there will be an encouragement for people to do more. And he appreciated all that. And then quietly he said, Dr. Reddy, can I call this as Heal India, Heal by India? We take all your 8 steps. I gave him 8 steps to achieve this objective of how to make India as a global healthcare destination. He called it Heal India and reminded me that India 750 BC, Susruta, I know how many of you will remember this. Susruta in 750 BC invented medical technology and medical treatment. He said, I would like to call this as Heal in India, Heal by India, so that the hospital can give them the cure and they can go to the centers for wellness. So that was one. But the second, which is relevant for all of you, I said the world is going to be short of 9.8 million, according to WHO and UN declared this. And even during our that shortage, and by 2040 it's going to be over 35 million people. Who can give this? Previously, I remember when I was in UK and US, it was all Irish nurses who used to serve. Today, Ireland wants 5,000 nurses. That is the severe shortage the world has in almost all of the countries. But today, fortunately in India, more than 30% of the people are the age groups of between 20 and 30. If you can train them, train more doctors, the nurses, the paramedics, the entire service people, we will not only help ourselves, help the Indian healthcare, but you can help the global healthcare. So he appreciated that concept of, and we call it as global workforce. And global workforce, even the UN calls it as global workforce. In the global workforce, what is needed is to do. And he acted almost instantly. We spent more than an hour with him. Following that, he immediately issued orders to various ministries to see how can we implement these 2 procedures. So year before last year, they opened 110 additional nursing schools and other technology, supportive healthcare technology courses, and added 48 medical colleges. This year, they've already added another 40 medical colleges to meet this need and say we will help India to be sufficient with the healthcare people, but also give it to the rest of the world. The doctors, the nurses, the paramedics, and all of this. So I think that's a very important thing. I want to thank our faculty here who continuously are improving. We started with probably a few hundred people to start with. We're now on a few thousand people. How do we reach this goal to help the nation and the world and fulfill this commitment which the government has taken? And I was told, after our meeting with 1 hour 20 minutes with the Prime Minister, my 4 daughters were with me. I call them as 4 Sri Shaktis. So I wanted you to come. And then my wife said, if you are taking the 4 daughters, what about me? So, and my secretary called the office, of course, please ask her to join. So I think it was work plus gave that importance. So I think we must admire him. He spent another 2-3 hours to direct the various ministries as what need to be done, how these 2 objectives can be achieved. So we have 2 principal goals. You all fall into that category, saying that you will give the best possible care for people who come to you, whether from India or from the world. But more importantly, you will fill that huge gap that is necessary in healthcare around the world. So we have a goal and feel very happy and proud saying that you can play a pivotal role in people's lives. I think that happiness and that strength, our soul must have it within it, saying, I have now graduated, I'm now qualified, and on the basis of this, I will make a significant contribution in other people's lives and in the nation and the world. God bless all of you. I love you all. And my family kanta subhakankshalu. Goodbye. because that's fed me. But I think of it because whatever I am is my parents who gave me this opportunity to be a doctor and enabled this to happen. And I think of my daughters who are contributing all of this. So like that, I think they will all be very happy that you are going to be a part of playing this global role. God bless you all.
A sincere thanks to you, sir, for your words and for the vision that inspired us to dream big and aim for bigger. I kindly request all the graduates to please rise up for the oath-taking ceremony. As you stand, remember that this is a solemn promise, a pledge to uphold the values of integrity, responsibility, and commitment that values the Apollo University has instilled in you throughout your academic journey. Dear graduates, please raise your right hand to the front as when we proceed with the oath-taking ceremony. We invite Professor A. Sethuram Subbaiah, Controller of Examinations, to lead the graduates in the administration of the oath. Dear graduates, please repeat the oath after the Controller of Examinations.
As a graduating student of the Apollo University, I shall follow the Code of Scientific Professional Ethics, maintain integrity in research, uphold the cause of science, respect the dignity of human beings, endeavor to be objective in my judgment, and strive for the enrichment of human values and thoughts. Thank you all.
You may now be seated. Thank you, sir, and thank you to all the graduates for your solemn oath. We now come to the most cherished moment of this remarkable ceremony, the presentation of degrees to our graduates. Today, we celebrate not just the results of your academic journey, but the beginning of your exciting future. Each one of you has worked tirelessly, demonstrated untiring dedication, and pushed yourself beyond limits to reach this moment. As you take this step forward, remember that you are now not only the pride of the Apollo University, but also the ambassadors of knowledge and values you have gained here. The world awaits your talents, your contributions, and your commitment to making a difference.
Upon hearing your name, I kindly ask each graduate to approach the stage from your left side, where you'll receive your degree from the Honorable Chancellor. After receiving your degree, please exit the stage from the right side and be seated on your places after the receiving. We invite the Dean of the School of Health Sciences, Professor K. Bhaskar Reddy, to present the graduates to the Honorable Chancellor. We welcome you, sir.
So, Mr. Chancellor, I present to you these 15 candidates of MSc Clinical Psychology and one candidate of MSc Health Informatics and Analytics, and pray that they may be admitted to the degrees for which they have qualified. Now, I call upon the graduates of School of Health Sciences, Annuri Jyoti, Ayushi, next Ayushi, Aziz ul Iman, yes. Bhuvneshwari V. Farshia Parveen CS. Gautami D. Harshita B. Lekashri S. Muppidi Arvind Kumar. Niharika Kandori. Rubashri R. Tejaswani. T. Pooja. Vinodini S. And B. Vijayalakshmi. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Bhaskar Reddy, for presenting the graduates to the Honorable Chancellor. We now welcome the Dean of School of Management, Professor Ramaya Ettumala, to present their graduates to the Honorable Chancellor.
Mr. Chancellor, I present you to these 11 candidates of MBA, Hospital and Healthcare Management, and 3 candidates of Master of Business Administration, and pray that they may be admitted to the degrees for which they have qualified. Please allow me to call upon MBA Healthcare and Hospital Management students. Kilvan Vishal Shinde. K. Namira. Kanneti Hemant Sai. Ketawat Maulika. Kottakota Amarnath. Tunga Reshma. Varapana Bhaskar Reddy Mukesh. Yadula Nihita Reddy. And now I call Master of Business Administration students, Setti Srinivasa Naidu. Sheikh Muhammad Jawad. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ramaiah. Thank you, Honorable Chancellor, sir, for your gracious presentation of degrees and for making this milestone moment truly unforgettable to our graduates.
Next, we have the admission of the graduates to the degree, which will be conducted by our esteemed Pro-Chancellor, Dr. Ravi Raju. With over 40 years of academic and administrative experience in higher education, Dr. Ravi Raju has made remarkable contributions in the field of medicine and education. His leadership roles, including his tenure as Vice Chancellor of Dr. NTI University of Health Sciences and Director of Medical Education, as well as his distinguished work with the Apollo Hospital Group, have left an indelible mark. We are now honored to have him lead this momentous occasion today. Dear graduates, please rise up for this meaningful occasion as Dr. Ravi Raju, Pro-Chancellor of the Apollo University, officially admits you to your degrees. Please rise up, the graduates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I admit to the degrees for which you have qualified, and I charge you throughout your life to prove worthy of this degree.
Thank you, sir, for your gracious presence and for officially admitting our graduates to their degrees. I request all the graduates to please be seated. We now move on to a symbolic moment in our convocation ceremony, the laying of the record of the degrees and the affixing of signature by our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Pratap C. Reddy. I would like to invite Professor M. Portraju, our esteemed registrar, to proceed to this important task of laying the record.
Thank you, Honorable Chancellor and Registrar, sir.
Honored dignitaries and respected guests, today marks an extraordinary milestone in the journey of the Apollo University, and it is with immense pride that we welcome our chief guest for this prestigious occasion. We are fortunate to be graced by someone whose leadership and tireless commitment to academics have made a profound impact on international platforms.
Professor Nishan Kanagaraja is President and Vice Chancellor of the University of Leicester, ranked as a top 25 UK university in the Times Higher Education World University Rankings 2025 and named University of the Year 2025 by the Daily Mail. Born and educated in Sri Lanka, Professor Nishan is a double Cambridge graduate and former Pro-Vice Chancellor at the University of Bristol. Professor Nishan has served on several national and international panels on research funding, governance, and postgraduate education. He has also chaired the University Executive Committee for the National Composite Centre, was a non-executive director for North Bristol Trust, served on the HEFCE STEM Review Advisory Board, and was a member of the UUK Advisory Group to tackle racial harassment in higher education.
Please join me in extending a warm and heartfelt welcome to our esteemed chief guest, Professor Nishan Kanagaraja. We invite you, sir, for the convocation address.
Thank you very much for those lovely welcome. Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, guests, and the graduates, no longer graduates. Thank you very much for inviting me as your chief guest this afternoon. It is a historic occasion, the first convocation of the Apollo University. We are all part of history. It is something that we need to kind of appreciate how important this occasion is. And before I carry on, I just want to ask everybody to give a big round of applause to those who graduated today. So I only want to say a few things. The first thing I want to say is about University of Leicester and how there is some parallels between University of Leicester and what we are witnessing today. Last week in Leicester, we had our graduation ceremony. I was graduating, I was doing the same, standing on the front of the stage, shaking hands with the graduates. Professor Tom Robinson was reading out the names, and Professor Henrietta O'Connor was also shaking the hands of all our graduates. On Thursday and Friday, last week, we graduated 2,000 students. Now, the reason I'm telling you that is in 1921, the university was established by the local community after the First World War. We had only graduated 11 students. 100 years later, we now have 20,000 students. And that is a journey, and I'm sure in the Apollo University that will be much shorter, given the chairman's determination to make things happen quickly. But the reason for the university started is our founder, Dr. Ashley Clark, a medic, who made the statement, every material asset a person possesses may flee. Education alone is an asset of which an individual cannot be robbed. It is something that you have for the rest of your life. Nobody can take it away from you. So that is why the university was established. And even today, education is making a difference to individuals, to society, and to the world at large. So I'm incredibly pleased that we have been able to recognize your contribution today. In the modern world that we live in, you may ask, do we need a graduation ceremony? You can all go on your Facebook, on your status, and change your title and say, I'm now a graduate. Why have a ceremony like this? The reason it is an opportunity for everybody involved in your journey to appreciate what you have achieved. It is hard, your determination, your commitment, your perseverance, that's what led to this achievement today. And it's a nice opportunity for everybody involved to celebrate that achievement and to feel proud of what you have achieved. So I'm really pleased to be able to be here as your chief guest on this auspicious occasion. And I'm sure with the faculty, the work that you're doing, the Apollo University will go from strength to strength. And the next few graduations, very soon, it'll be in thousands as well. But just as you're marking a historic occasion as the first graduates of the Apollo University, you also carry a certain responsibility. You're now ambassadors of this university. What you achieve in life will reflect on this university. When you do great things, people will say great things about the Apollo University. So it is important that you always carry that weight on your shoulder, not just achieving great things for you, achieving great things so this university can thrive and succeed and be even more successful. In England, when we do graduation, it's normal to say some words of advice for the graduating students. And I know many of you will not remember anything that I say. And that's what happens in every graduation, because you're enjoying this day, and rightly so. But anyway, to make it easier, I'm going to give you an acronym that I want you to remember. The acronym is a CAR, C-A-R. And remember those acronyms. So the first thing I want you to remember, the C stands for curiosity. Today is not the end of your education. It's just another step. You never stop learning. There's so much we need to learn in this world. And that's so much we need to help others to understand. Always be curious. Always willing to learn more. And that doesn't mean going on to university forever, although I've been in university forever. It is about learning in whatever you do, whatever walk of profession that you go into, never stop learning. The A stands for adaptable. The world that I live in today is not the world it was when I graduated 38 years ago. It has changed significantly in my 38 years since I graduated in 1986. But what I have been able to do, and what I tell everybody, we need to be adaptable, to change with that world, to realize that the world is not going to stand still. We need to move with times, acquire new skills, and be adaptable, not be set in our own ways. So be adaptable. It is important. Right now, everybody is talking about AI, how that's going to change the world. We need to understand how we play our part. And that's why, for me, this is an historic day, because I'm here as your chief guest on the first convocation. But as you heard earlier, we have the launch of the Center for Digital Health and Precision Medicine. That is a historic partnership for University of Leicester. It is, again, something that in years to come, we will be able to look back and say a remarkable success because of what happened today. And I'm really delighted that we've been able to do both today. And the third, R, stands for risk. In life, sometimes you need to gamble. If you take safe choices, you won't achieve a lot. You will be conservative, you will be mediocre. If you want to go on in life and do great things, you have to take risks sometimes. And they will pay dividends. Even if you fail, you use that failure as a learning step forward, to learn something new, so that you don't make the same mistake again. So always willing to take. I will never be, as you heard, in 1985 when I left Sri Lanka, I only spoke Tamil. I didn't speak English much. And I went to England to do my undergraduate. And then throughout my life, I had many opportunities why I thought, do I give up? Because it's hard. But I said, no, I'm not going to give up. There are other people who would die for this opportunity, and I have to make the very best of I can of this opportunity. And that's what you do. You take risks, and one day you become a vice chancellor. I never thought this. When I left at the age of 19 in Sri Lanka, I never thought one day I'll be a vice chancellor of a leading university. And the reason I'm telling you is you can achieve even greater things if you put your mind to it, but be willing to take a risk. So be curious, be adaptable, willing to take risk, and drive that car safely, and other people can get a ride as in your journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Your words have truly inspired and motivated our graduates as they move on the journey ahead. I'm sure they will definitely remember the acronym.
To honor this special occasion and as a token of our deep appreciation, we now present a memento to our esteemed chief guest, Professor Nishan Kanagraja. May we request our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Pratap C. Reddy, to kindly present this memento to Professor Nishan Kanagraja. We request our esteemed chief guest to kindly step forward and receive this token of our appreciation. Thank you, sir, for gracing this historic first convocation of this Apollo University. Thank you, Honorable Chancellor, sir, for the honor. I request all the dignitaries to please be seated.
Now, our deepest gratitude goes to our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Pratap C. Reddy, for gracing us with his presence and conduct of the whole proceedings. On behalf of the Apollo University, we extend our heartfelt thanks to the esteemed chief guest for sharing their outstanding expertise and enriching thoughts today. We extend our heartfelt appreciation to our invited guests, including Dr. Preetha Reddy, for her presence today. Our thanks to our Honorable Pro-Chancellor, Dr. Ravi Raju, Honorable Vice-Chancellor, Dr. H. Vinod Bhatt, CEO, Apollo Knowledge, Mr. Sivaramakrishnan Venkateshwaran, members of the Board of Management and Governing Body, Chief Operating Officer, the Apollo Knowledge City, Mr. Naresh Kumar Reddy, and all the dignitaries who have contributed to making this convocation a memorable occasion. Thank you once again for gracing us with your esteemed presence.
A warm appreciation goes to the members of the University of Leicester who have graced us with their esteemed presence. Our heartfelt thank you to the esteemed guests and dignitaries from various institutions. Your presence adds immense value to this special occasion. We are equally grateful to the administrators, media fraternity, deans, HODs, faculty members, staff, proud parents, graduates, and students from the Apollo family who, despite being from various locations, have come together to make this convocation truly extraordinary. We would also like to extend our sincere gratitude to the dedicated support staff of Apollo, whose hard work and tireless efforts behind the scenes have made this event a grand success. Your participation strengthens the bonds of collaboration and reflects the shared commitment to make this day a grand success.
May I now request the Honorable Chancellor to kindly dissolve the first convocation ceremony of the Apollo University.
I declare the convocation dissolved.
As we approach the end of this meaningful day, we request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
We will proceed with the convocation retirement ceremony. We request all the attendees to stand in the places as the dignitaries leave after the convocation. Please remain standing until they have gracefully exited the hall, marking the conclusion of the first convocation ceremony. As we conclude the significant occasion, we, on behalf of the Apollo University, would like to thank you once again for being a part of this celebration. Wishing all the graduates a bright and successful future ahead. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.